Ladies and gentlemen, so I've had quite a few requests to talk about two things in particular around this new Marvel Strike Force update, and I apologize that this video's a few days late. Been dealing with a lot of stuff over the weekend with the wonderful state of Marvel Contest of Champions on the main channel, but I wanted to, take the time to address and talk about the Thanos raids and also the structure of the new Ant-Man event, and kind of give my thoughts on both of these events and how they can be improved in the future, and what stuff I think they maybe did a little bit wrong, because I can definitely see a lot of the criticism of the Thanos raid. Even though it was a nice surprise, it's a very, very underwhelming surprise for a lot of people, and especially considering that I would classify the Thanos raid as about like 4 to 5 times more difficult than the Deadpool raid. It's yeah, it's just very, very underwhelming for the actual kind of participation in comparison to last month, unless you're a massive, massive whale. So let's, talk about, let's have a look at the Thanos raid rewards. If we go into the highest tier one, because I think that's a pretty good place to start. So as you can see, in comparison to the first round of Thanos raids, which used to offer Thanos orbs at every single tier, these have actually been replaced by a very, very small amount of Mega Orb shards in tier 1, tier 2, and tier 3, but in tier 3 as well, you can also get Infinity Orb fragments, which give you Thanos, but tier 3 requires all 3 battle groups to 100%, and when it comes to the Thanos raids, the average node is quite a bit difficult, and you do need like some stack level 60 characters, ideally at least like 5 or 6 star and like tier 10 gear in order to get a good clear there. But the final Thanos, man, is such a you need to throw a lot of characters at him fight, and especially for kind of the lower progressing alliances, it does become a bit of a whale milking fiesta, a bit of, you're chucking so many items, so many resources, if some people don't have really, really good runs in the Thanos raid. So it kind of creates this very, very steep cutoff between tier 2 and tier 3 rewards, and I don't know, I just don't feel like there's a good curve in these Thanos raids at all. I feel like they should add Thanos Orb Fragments or Infinity Orb Fragments to every single milestone, and if you want to push for the whale milking, the 100%, tier 3, just have like additional bonus rewards on top of that. I feel like they, what they should have done with the return of Thanos raids to get people really hyped up and excited is just have the same rewards that they did before, but then add in the the Mega Orb fragments on top, and then everybody would have been like so incredibly hype and super, super happy to see these return. But I definitely get the perspective of people that, fairly early in the game, like say if you're a level 25 to 40 player, you're looking at the rewards here, and like rank 2 is like 49 Mega Orb fragments. You're like, that there is no way I'm ever forming a Mega Orb in my life. So yeah, I get that. And the and when it comes to what is it, the 35 to 50 difficulty as well, like, again, it's a lot of raids for just one Mega Orb, and there are going to be people just going through this and spending all of this time doing like a week and a bit's worth of Thanos raids to get like 50 shards for like Iron Fist or Ronan, or a character that's super commonly farmable that they might already have as 7-star. So yeah, it would be very, very nice for events like this in the future to, at the very least, just have what they had before, but then build on them a little bit. Just, guarantee the Thanos. I mean, it's not like Thanos is like a crazy good character. He's just exclusive at the moment to the Infinity event. So yeah, it'd be very nice to see if the Thanos raids do come back. Maybe Thanos orbs for all. That would be a proper great time there, ladies and gentlemen. So that's my initial criticism of the Thanos raid. Like, they should have just had the previous rewards and then put the Mega Orb fragments on top of it, and then it would have all been super, super hype. But now we're gonna have a bit of a chat about the structure of the I Am Ant-Man event. So in comparison, the way that I'm viewing this one is comparing it to the legendary one-time events of both Deadpool and Thanos, but also you can make the wider argument that Ant-Man at the moment, unless there's something coming later this month, which it doesn't look like specifically for Ant-Man, that he doesn't have a raid as well, where where you can gain the fragments for Ant-Man. Now, I must say, there is stuff that I like about this, but I think the biggest concern for myself and a lot of people, which I know some players are finding very, very frustrating, is the double layer of RNG involved in grinding this one out. So whenever you auto win a mission, it doesn't guarantee that you're going to get the fragments for the Ant-Man orbs. It you know, just gives you a chance to, which there's been a bit of rampant speculation as to exactly what that chance is, and nobody's like 100% sure of it, but it's just this really, really annoying thing of there's this first layer of, are you going to get the fragments in the first place, and then, hey, you've got the fragments, are you going to get 5 Ant-Man fragments, are you going to get 20 of them? So I just like to see, and I think a really, really good solution is just one layer of RNG would be super, super appreciated. So yeah, just balance it out. Give us a guaranteed amount of shards for the energy spent, and let the RNG be involved in the orb opening. So yeah, that'd be my criticism apart from that. But I must say, in terms of this style of event, there is a huge, huge pro in terms of the gear and the gold that you're getting and the ability materials. So yeah, it's just, it's a really, really big advantage, especially if you get the final one on farm, like these advanced phosphates, getting additional advanced basic catalyst parts. There are some glyphs in here as well, like all sorts of like really, really valuable endgame materials that you just need to grind and grind and grind. And speaking from somebody that's like really, really deep in the endgame of Marvel Strike Force, and I've got a big roster, you need so much gear, you need so many of these materials. So all the additional like rewards that are involved in this, like they are appreciated. They're like a really, really nice bonus. I like the gold. I like the additional gear. I mean, the basic ore fragments, they're gonna, you know, amount to like a few more additional shards as well. Not that they're really anything too special, but also, you know, just in terms of like getting energy from this, all of the additional energy intervals, you get 80 of this energy as well as 80 regular quest energy as well. So, you know, I am a little bit, you know, I don't mind the structure of this event. If we're just blindly if we're just straight comparing it to the initial legendary unlocks of Deadpool and Thanos, like, yes, there is more RNG involved in getting the PIM canisters. Yes, it is something that you do need to continually farm for 14 days. There's a lot more gear and a nice stack of gold on top of it as well. So yeah, if they could just eliminate the chance for PIM canisters to drop and make them 100% so that you can, you know, remove that one layer of RNG, I think that would be greatly, greatly appreciated. But overall, like, I appreciate more ways to get gear, and I just wanted to put that one forward. So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's kind of my feedback and thoughts on both of the two new things that have come so far this month. Again, I think mid-month we're going to be seeing something a little bit different with the Wasp as well, and the level cap going up to 65. So I think there is going to be some very interesting stuff happening in Marvel Strike Force this month. But yeah, with both of these events, like, you know, they've done something a little bit new with the Ant-Man one. I'd just like to see it, you know, have a little bit less RNG involved, because, you know, there are going to be people that get really, really lucky and get tons of canisters, and people that don't and have a very, very underwhelming experience there. So yeah, if we could just equalize that, that'd be greatly appreciated. And the Thanos raids, let's try and move as forward as we possibly can with the rewards instead of backwards. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that's just my thoughts on the Thanos raids and also the new Ant-Man event. What do you think of both modes of gameplay now that they've been in the game for a few days and you've kind of had the weekend to mull it over? Let me know in the comments below. Apart from that, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. Take care and have an absolutely fantastic day.